Hey fellow equestrians, it's Claire here, and today I'm going to take you guys with me through a day in my life with having my horses at home. So I am just basically going to take you guys along with me through what my normal daily routine is with my horses that I have here, what I do with them, when I do it, and just kind of show you guys that. So yeah, today's the day where at work I have the afternoon shift. So the horses' routine's a little different depending on if I have the morning shift or the afternoon shift at work. And today I have the afternoon shift. So it's about 9:30 in the morning, and taking care of the dogs, woken up, gotten ready, yada yada. And then I come outside and I take care of the horses. So the first things I do is I bring them inside. It's the summer, so it's really, really hot here in Missouri during the day. So the horses are out all night, and then they're in during the day with their fans on to keep them nice and cool. Otherwise, they'll just stand outside all day and sweat. Even though their fields are shaded, they'll still get really sweaty and gross. And they honestly prefer to be in their stalls. You can see Oakley behind me is waiting. He knows when it's time to come in. So I'll bring them in, I'll give them their breakfast. I take most of their fly gear off when they're in their stalls since they have their fans on. It keeps the flies off of them for the most part. And I check their waters, and then I head off and leave for work. And then I take care of them when I get home. It's usually cool enough to let them out around 7 o'clock-ish, 6 o'clock-ish, depends on the day and how hot it is. All right, I'm gonna go get the horses and bring them in. Let's go. Come on, Oakley. Horses are in their stalls. It's time to give Oakley his grain. So Oakley gets almost a full can of grain twice a day with a couple glugs of his Equine Omega Complete oil supplement. So let's go give it to him. Hi, Oakley. All done. All right, now Oakley got his grain, he's got his breakfast, and now it's time to give both of the boys hay. Owen doesn't get grain, he's a chunky boy. So next I basically grab both of their hay bags out of their stalls, and I bring them to the feed room and fill them with hay. Watch out, Fatty. All right, got one hay net. Go get Owens. Hi, Owen. All right, got both hay nets. Welcome to my tack room. So now I'm gonna turn the horses' fans on because it's so hot. I don't want them sweating in their stalls. And now it's time to fill up their hay nets. I'll do Owen's first since Oakley's still busy chewing on his grain. All right, Oakley now has a full hay net as well. So now it's time to go hang them up in their stalls for them. So, let's go. All right, one hay net done, one to go. boy. So typically I don't leave any fly gear on Oakley, but usually for Owen I leave his fly mask and his fly boots on. Oakley doesn't have fly boots yet. I'm going to get some for him here soon. And the flies don't really bother Oakley's eyes in the stall, but with Owen, the flies are all over his eyes and legs for some reason in his stall. So I go ahead and leave those on for Owen, but I still take his fly sheet off. Sheet is off and he's ready to go. Now I'm going to hang Oakley's fly mask up, and then I usually just hang their fly sheets over the saddle rack here. So the next thing I do is I refill and clean out their waters. Right now I don't have a hose that comes all the way out to their stall. I don't have to fill buckets that often, so it's not a big deal to me right now, but I just kind of carry the buckets, dip them in their water trough, and bring them back. Owen's waters look good, but Oakley is going to need some more, so I'm going to take both of Oakley's buckets, rinse them, clean them out, dump them, and then refill them. Usually I rotate each day. Owen needs his buckets redone, and then the next day usually Oakley needs his redone. With them only being in during the day, they don't go through a ton of water, so it works out pretty good. So let's go get Oakley's waters and refill them, and we'll be good to go. So I'm going to go ahead and dump the little bit of water that is left in them from yesterday. Let's go refill them. Alrighty, so first, just gonna put a little bit of water in them, wipe them clean with my hands, and then dump them again. Are clean, but before I refill them and bring them back, their water trough is actually ready to get cleaned and refilled as well. It's about 2 or 3 inches from the bottom. Usually I let it get low so I can clean it out, dump it, and then refill it without wasting a ton of water. So just gonna put my hand in there, scrub it around, clean all the edges, dump it, and then I'll drag the hose over to refill it and fill the buckets. Okay, I'm gonna put it back up. So now it's clean, the buckets have been cleaned, so now I'm gonna go get the hose and come refill them. I haven't turned the fence off yet, and I'm too lazy to walk around. I'm gonna try and go through it. Pray for me. Hopefully I don't get shocked. Ah! Oh, my hair touched it. But I'm good. Alright, so while the tank is refilling, I'm gonna go turn the fence side, the fence doesn't need to be on. So yeah, I'll be right back. So the fence is in this little tool shed here. That's a little box. And I'm just gonna unplug it. And then hang it right there. Okay, the fence is now off. So I don't have to worry about getting shocked. And I'm just basically gonna refill his buckets and then go bring him and put him back up in Oakley's stall while this is filling. And their water tank has filled now, so it's time to take the hose out, turn it off, and put it back. Get it. Get it, Dobby. Get it. Get the hose. He's such a weirdo. Alright, dude. Hose is going off. All done. Alright, so now everything's pretty much done for the morning. So now I basically give them their goodbye treats, latch their doors, and then I head off to go work at the other barn. Denton usually gets home a couple hours after I leave when I work afternoons, because he works mornings every day. And so usually when he gets home, he'll come and check on the horses, double check their waters, make sure they're both still good. And then, yeah, basically then when I get home tonight around dinner time, I'll be back and I'll take you guys with me and show you what else I do. So I'm just gonna grab their goodbye treats, I'm gonna latch their doors and head out. Okie dokie. Now basically they're all done for the morning until I get home from work. So I'll see you guys then. And I'm not going to take you guys along with me at work today. If you guys want to see what I would normally do at work, I will link those videos in the description below, as well as up above if you want to go check out my morning and night routine at the barn. That's it for them for the morning. I'm going to go to work and I'll see you guys when I get back home. Alright you guys, so it is now almost 7 o'clock. I just got home from work and I'm gonna take care of the horses. So the first thing I'm gonna do, I'm bringing the wheelbarrow over to the horses to clean their stalls. I've got some shavings in the bed of my truck that I'm gonna bring over because I just used the last of their shavings the other day. And I'm gonna give Oakley his dinner and then I'm gonna put all their fly gear on and let them out for the night. So let's get started. I'm gonna load up some of my shavings into the wheelbarrow. Oakley his dinner. Almost a full can of grain and a couple of glugs of my O3 Animal Health. And I always feel bad for Owen whenever I feed Oakley, so Owen always gets a couple treats. Hi, Owen. Oakley, you ready for dinner? So, while Oakley's eating his dinner, I'm gonna put all of Owen's fly gear back on and all Oakley's fly gear back on, and then I'm gonna let him out. So, Owen just needs his fly sheet and some fly spray because he's got his fly boots and his fly mask on already. Hi, handsome. Freedom. Alright. Let's get your stuff on, big man. Don't lift your head. Good boy. Fly sheet is on. Time for some fly spray. Lift your head, honey. Boy. I'm just gonna readjust his fly boots a little bit. They slide around because he has them on so often that every once in a while they need to be fixed. Good boy. So, Owen's all ready to go. Now I'm just gonna go get Oakley's fly gear on him, and then once he's finished with his grain, I can set him free. All right, got Oakley's fly mask and fly sheet, and I'll put his stuff on in his stall since he's eating. Handsome. His fly sheet's a little bit big on him, forgive me. It's a size 81. Oakley's not an 81, but it just hangs off his butt a little bit, and it keeps the flies off of him, so. Okay. Alright. Fly mask on. Time for fly spray. So he's almost done with his grain. While he's finishing that up, I'm gonna go ahead and put the shavings in the tack room and put the fly spray up. I'm gonna go ahead and leave 2 bags out since I'm gonna need them for their stalls. And the rest I'm gonna put in the tack room for later. Owen, don't do that, please. Get out of there. Back up. Thank you. Okay. Hi. I know your treats are in there. Watch out, Dingo. Oopsies. Okay, here, fine, you can have some more treats, fat boy. All right, time to let Oakley out and do some stalls. Hello, handsome. So, they'll go off and eat and play and do whatever while I clean their stalls. Their stalls are a little dirty. I did not clean them yesterday. I normally clean them every day, but sometimes I'll skip a day and they're not in their stalls for very long each day, so it's not a big deal. But, so I'll clean their stalls, go dump the wheelbarrow while they're just out eating, and yeah, let's get started. Pee spots, and so most of the time when I clean his stall I put some stall refresher in it. I don't do it as often in Oakley's stall because he doesn't pee in his stall as much as Owen does, but I'm gonna go get some of the stall refresher from the tack room, sprinkle it in here, and then add some more shavings and his stall's good to go. So, now that their stalls are cleaned, it's been a while since I've swept out my tack room. It's gotten a little dirty. So I'm gonna sweep that out now. All the extra hay that's all over the floor, I'm just gonna kind of sweep up and scoop up and put in their stalls for them to clean up next time they're in their stalls. And yeah, I'm gonna go do that and then we'll go dump their manure. So let's go sweep. Shelter. I like to try and pick it out as often as I can to keep the flies out and keep it nice and clean for them. So I'm gonna go grab the wheelbarrow and the pick and pick as much as I can out of it. It's gravel, and picking horse poop out of gravel is not the easiest task. So I'll do my best. Gonna get cleaner than it was before. Okay, so before I go dump the manure, which is usually the last thing I do with the horses, is I'll shut all their doors and turn their fans off and the lights off, since I'm not gonna be back here for a while and they're not gonna need their fans or their lights on while they're outside. So let's shut the doors. Manure. Hi, okie dokie. Hello, baby boy. Hi. Hello. Hi, what's up? I'm gonna go dump your poop now. Bye-bye. There's our manure pile. Cute, huh? All done.
Take Dobby.
Huh?
Oh, you're done? You're not going to drive Dobby back to the house?
Dobby, do you want to ride? This is a small wheelbarrow. He won't fit in it. Hup, hup, hup. Yep, you can fit, I swear. Hup. Dobby, hup. Hup. Sit. Sit down. Good boy. The second I start moving it, I'm either A, gonna drop him, or B, he's gonna jump out. You're so fast!
End the video.
Success. Dobby, go hop. Go hop. Hop. Yes, get up there. Go hop. Get up there. Go hop. Come on, Dobby. You can make it. Good boy. Good boy. You need some help. I'll help you.
Fat.
You need to get up there. Sit. Good boy. So, thank you guys so much for watching. Again, this was a day in my life. I filmed a weekday. So on weekends, I do like little training sessions with Oakley. I'll do like some grooming, leading, just other stuff like that. Sometimes I give him baths, but usually on the weekdays, I just kind of do the essentials. I guess you guys got to see that today. Let me know what else you want to see. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing a little bit more about my barn at home. and what all that's like. I've been loving having my horses at home. It's been awesome. Dobby's a really good farm dog. He loves it. Him and Oakley are best buds. And yeah, if you guys missed my brand new barn tour, I will link that up above if you want to go check it out. It's really awesome having my horses right outside my front door. It's a lot of work, but definitely worth it. And I love every minute of it, huh? Don't we, Dobby? So yeah,